Goggins, aka Egghead. So today's live stream, we're gonna talk about dating fatigue. Because be honest with you guys, dating isn't that fun when you really think about it. I mean, it can be if like there's a mutual attraction, everything's good. Probably the best way is to get set up with someone, like maybe your friend sets you up with someone, or even a family member, or maybe someone for your gym sets you up. But yeah, I think dating fatigue is real. So I'll tell you guys a few stories. I'll let it get populated in here. But when you pull up, just make sure you say hi. I'll give you a shout out and let me know where you're posting from. So we'll give it a few minutes here, let it get populated. But yeah, in my opinion, dating fatigue is real. Oh my gosh. And foodie calls, it's a real thing. I've been victim of it before. Have you guys been a victim of a foodie call before? It is not fun. All right, so how's everyone doing? Here in Denver, Colorado, it's like unusually warm here. It's like 79 degrees. I'm sweating today, so yeah, it's really nice. Normally, it's usually snows right around this time, right around Halloween. Almost every year it snows pretty close, either on Halloween or right before. But we definitely looked out this year. So again, when you join, make sure you say what's up. Let me know where you're from. I'll give you a shout out. How's everyone doing? Everyone have a good weekend. Can't believe it's already November. Was it November 2nd? This year's almost over. It's crazy. Yo, what up? Is that Russian? I can't read Russian. Is that Russian or is that? Yeah, I think that is. But what up though? Thanks for joining. Russia, yeah, right up. What up? Got it right. Jonas, what up though? Underscore, what's up? Noah, what up though? Dang, right out the gate. Cornerstone, what's your thoughts on Jesus? Man, right out the gate. So yeah, we'll definitely get into that. I believe Jesus is king. I actually went to church today. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't feel like going because I'm not feeling that well. I woke up. I had that. You know when you guys wake up like at 6 in the morning and you're gonna use the restroom and you have that itchy, tingly feeling in your throat right before you get sick. So I was like, oh gosh. So I had that this morning. So I was making an excuse. I was like, dang, do I have to go to church today? But I was like, nah, come on. You know, if it was anything else, if it was like a basketball game or I had tickets to a show, I would go. So I gotta do the right thing and make sure I go. Dude, yep, I agree. Jesus loves you too. Uh, Butter from Russia, what up? How you doing? Miss, yep, God bless you too. What up from Bangladesh, MD? How you doing? India in the house. Cannot read that screen name. Jesus ain't know you. Okay. Okay. What a head. I know. Egghead is back. Y'all be going in on my head every live stream. Y'all be clowning my head. Let me see. Poland's in the house. What up? I cannot pronounce that screen name. My gosh. I'll spell it. Wiedzmin. What up? How you doing? From India. Hey, how are you? Oh, the guy Jesus loves you. Okay, pizza guy. Okay, thank you. Okay. Frida, what up? Oh, all these notes in my cabinet. Okay, so this is why I have all these notes in my cabinet because I am a semi-pro Muay Thai fighter and I usually have a lot of anxiety before fights and competitions. So one of my coaches suggested that I write words of affirmation, things like, okay, you're strong, you're brave, you will win, you will succeed, you will be champion. So she told me to write them throughout my house and put sticky notes. So that way, when I see it, when I'm having that anxious feeling, I'll see it be like, hey, you are enough, you will win, you will succeed. And also, I've been studying Hungarian for a few years because I've been to Hungary about 3 times. So I wrote the words of affirmation in Hungarian. So I'll show you. Give me 1 second. Let me see. So here, the words of affirmation, it says, Banyak akarak lani, which means I will be champion, or I want to be champion in Hungarian. So it's like, it's like double training. So I can practice Hungarian and I can use my words of affirmation. So it's like I'm learning Hungarian while using words of affirmation. So I just put these all throughout my house. Let me see. Ali, hi bro. What do you do? Oh, I am a kickboxer. I'm a photographer, and I'm a kickboxing coach. Let me see. What else we got? How is it getting a girlfriend like parking your car when all the good ones are taken? You slide in the disabled one and oh, what is? All right, Anthony. That's diabolical, dog. I study Hungary as well. I usually have lunch. Okay. Yeah, Hungarian. Yeah, actually, I just got back from Hungary. I was doing some Muay Thai, like a striker. Yeah, I just got back from Hungary last month because I went to train some Muay Thai out there. The coach out there wanted me to come out and train with him. Because I've been back for about 3 years, and out of nowhere, he just texted me, was like, "Hey man, when are you gonna come back and train with me?" So I was like, "Dude, bet. Let me save up some money. I'll fly out there." So it was really cool. It was a good experience. I was actually gonna document it. I was gonna make this whole series called Punches and Passports, which I did the first episode. It kind of flopped, but hey, that's what happens when you try. At least I tried. But I'll get into that story a little bit later because there's a whole thing with like an ex-girlfriend. She's gonna help me film. But if you guys want me to tell you that story, I'll tell you the story again. But yeah, she messed the whole thing up. So I had to film the episodes in a whole different way, and it wasn't really I originally wanted, but it's all good. You live and learn, right? Sir Dragonite, you're an egg. Thanks. Every stream, somebody clowns me for that. Okay, what's my opinion on Lucifer series? I haven't watched it. My ex-wife would watch it, and I just didn't want that broadcasting in my house at the time, honestly. And we kind of got into it a little bit about it because for me personally, I don't know if you guys, how spiritual you guys want to get, is I think if you watch certain shows, you can open portals to the other realm and not in a good way. And you're basically giving them permission to enter your home. So if you're watching horror films, you're watching shows like Lucifer. I'm guilty myself. I used to love watching the originals and also the Vampire Diaries. So I'm guilty myself. So I think you can open portals and doorways through watching certain shows. So I would recommend you probably don't watch it. Against my will, I had to watch a few episodes. I wasn't too happy about it. I mean, it was kind of blasphemous in my opinion. If you're a Christian, I don't recommend you watching that. From what I've seen, I didn't like it too much. Let's see. Let's see. I love your neighbor, Bert the duck. Okay. Looks like your mama face can guide triceps and quads confused. Okay. All right. Okay, all right, so let's hop into it. So, what are you guys' thoughts on dating and how do you think it's gonna be in 2026? For me personally, I've tried using dating apps because I actually got divorced during, I think you say it, the word COVID now. I remember you couldn't say COVID for a while, but like 2020, one of my best friends, he's actually an attorney, and he said he's never seen so many divorces in his life during that time. So I fell victim to it. So I got divorced and we got separated in 2020. It was finalized in 2021. So try to get back in the dating scene, and I was in a 10-year relationship. So I figured, I'm like, okay, this shouldn't be too hard. I'll hop on a few dating apps. I'm a photographer, so I know how to take some decent looking photos. I got my photos up, went on a few dates, and my gosh, like I was shocked at how much dating changed in 10 years. So I had some crazy dating experiences. I'll tell you guys this one. So I matched with this girl, and so everything seemed pretty cool. She suggested that we just get some tea or some coffee and just walk around a park. And she actually showed up late, and she insisted on buying my drink for me because she's like, "Hey, listen, I showed up late, so let me buy your drink." I was like, "No, it's okay." She's like, "No, I insist." I'm like, "Dang, that's really cool." She did that. So walked around the park for like 2 hours. It was hot. We had a good conversation. Everything was going good. She said that she was an entrepreneur evangelist. I don't know what that means, but she wasn't a millionaire, so I don't think I would take financial advice from someone that isn't probably close to being a millionaire. So, but okay. Anyway, So I suggested, I'm like, hey, it's kind of hot. Like, by no means was I was trying to get her back to my apartment. And on the first day, I was like, hey, listen, I have a really awesome pool area. It's hot out here. Hey, we can grill up some food if you want. We don't have to go to my apartment. We can just chill out by the pool. I mean, it was like 95 degrees that day. And then she's like, no, like, can we hold out for another time? I'm like, all right, okay, I respect that. So I was actually gonna wrap up the date, because I've already been out here for 2 hours. So, well, hey, do you want to get some food or something like that? Something. I'm like, okay, hey, it's a first date. Let's not go crazy here. Because personally, I have a whole thing on. I'm not the biggest fan on doing dinner dates on a first date because I don't think getting to know someone over a meal is really necessary. It's like, why can't we go mini golf or play pool or go bowling or go to a park or do an activity? Much rather do that. I'd rather save a meal for someone I know. Like, I mean, if you're gonna go on a meal, just call up your buddy, like go get some burgers or something, go get some steaks. But anyway, so we go. I was like, well, hey, why don't we just go get a slice of pizza and we can get some ice cream. So we tried to go to this pizza place. The place was closed, so she was in my SUV, and then it was clever how she did it because she started batting her little eyes and she was like, well, and I suggested another place. She's like, well, hey, can we go somewhere a little bit more upscale? And I kind of froze for a second because I'm like, crap. Because if I say no, we can't go somewhere upscale, I look cheap. But if I say yes, I'm gonna be a victim of a foodie call. So I was like, I had a split second to decide what I was gonna do. So I was like, okay, what do you have in mind? So she chose this place. Like, I'm here in Denver. Like, she chose this place off of Broadway. I can't remember the name of it now off the top of my head, but this thing was like a la carte. She ordered like appetizers, all these things. She ordered wine, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm just watching as she's pouring the wine. It's like dollar signs, like a cartoon, like dollar signs is pouring to a cup. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm just trying to calculate how much I'm gonna spend on this first date. So the date was going okay. And then she ordered more wine and then more food. And then I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much money I'm about to spend on this. And then so I'm like, so we're on a 5 hour date. And then finally, so I'm getting ready to drop her off. So I'm like, well, hey, let me at least like walk you up or give you a hug or at least get like a kiss you on the forehead. And she goes, I kid you not. She goes, oh, no, that's okay. And she's got out and left. And I was like, man, I just wasted 5 hours of my time. I spent close to $100 on this dinner that I didn't even really want. And then I tried to follow up with her the next day, and she claimed that Israel Adesanya was her favorite fighter, but she had no clue that he was even fighting on Saturday. So I was like, well, hey, like a UFC's on tonight. If you want to just come over and chill, we could watch the fights. I can grill up some food. And then she waited 5 hours to respond. And then she goes, hey, listen, like just you inviting me over to your place made me realize that I'm not really ready to date. Like I just got over my ex. I'm trying to work on it, but right now I just want to be friends. I don't think it's really fair to you, but can we at least be friends? And I'm like, you're on a dating app. We went on a date. We had a decent time. Your favorite fighter is fighting, and you didn't even know he was fighting. And then I didn't even ask you like to do anything like anything like that. I was like, hey, just come on over. We can chill out, watch the fights. We can make some food, and that's it. And then she claimed that, oh, she's not over her ex. But the funny thing is, I saw her on 3 other dating apps. I saw her on Tinder, Bumble, and then what's the other one? OkCupid. So she's not ready to date, but she's not over her ex, but she's on 4 different sites. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, yeah, this isn't too fun. So, all right, let me look at the comments, and then I got a couple of other stories for you. So what are you guys' thoughts? Like, how do you feel about going on a dinner date for the first date? Do you think that's really necessary? Would you rather just go on an activity, go play pool, go to walk in a park, play mini golf? It's like, why do we need to get to know you over like a $200 dinner or $100 dinner? Like, can't we just do an activity and go from there? So what are you guys' thoughts? Let me see. I am. Okay. Why did you divorce during COVID? Oh, honestly, like we're just having just some problems. And guys, I kid you not. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. Me and my ex-wife, we were together 6 years before we got married. We didn't have a single argument. I'm not kidding. We didn't get in one single argument. We had a couple of awkward moments, but it wasn't even really close to an argument. Guys, I kid you not. Once we got married, I saw my name on the line, and then I kid you not, it was like, bam, we started having problems. And I'm like, what is going on here? We went 6 years without having one single fight. And now all of a sudden we're having fights, we're having problems. And then, like I was struggling financially. I apologized to her for it. Like I took full responsibility. I'm like, yeah, I was struggling financially. I did a Muay Thai fight. I got my jaw fractured on both sides, so my jaw was broke. And then the event insurance wasn't trying to pay for it. My dental insurance didn't want to pay for it, and my own personal insurance didn't want to pay for it. So they kept going back and forth. They're like, "Oh, you need to talk to your primary care. Oh, you need to talk to your dental. Oh, you need to talk to the event. Oh, you need to talk to this." So they kept going around in circles, and then finally got to the point where I was about to sue them, and then they finally paid. So I was out of work. I couldn't work. My jaw was fractured. And then this is a short version. And then COVID hit. I couldn't work. All the gyms were closed, so I was struggling financially. And then I started bouncing back, but the damage was already done. And then we kind of grew apart. So a lot of people, and it kind of makes me laugh because a lot of people were claiming like, oh, there's going to be a huge baby boom because everybody's going to be at home during COVID. And it was like, yeah, right. There were so many divorces during that time. So that's a short version of it. I can tell you guys more here in a second. Let me see. Dream, why am I bald? Hey, I wish I had my hair. I actually had a decent sized hair like when I was younger, and I even permed it because I wanted to look like The Rock. So I used to have more hair back then, but plus it's the light I got because I use a lantern to light myself. There's my home studio, so it's probably just the light I'm using too. I got a shiny head, but hey, I wish I had a full head of hair. Let me see. Upstate, you're a photographer. Feel free to take a photo of your portals. Yeah, sure, I will. Yeah. And actually, if you guys want to follow my photography page, it's called O Snap Photography. Here, I'll pull it up because I don't have all the StreamYard and all that stuff set up yet. I'm just using my iPhone right now. But here, if you guys want to follow my photography Instagram, you can type in Michael Collins. So it's Michael Collins, and type in O_Snap Photography 2020. So if you want to see some of my photos, so I do a lot of cosplay. So I do a lot of stuff like that. I do engagement, do family photos. So if you guys are interested in following that, it's O_Snap_Photography 2020. If you want to check that on Instagram. Let's see. I will be hated for being a non-religious family. No, I don't think you'll be hated for that. Hey, we all have different beliefs. Of course, if you're in a Christian family, of course, they're going to try to convert you to Christianity, of course, because that's what we're told to do, is to preach the gospel to every creature. So I don't think you got to worry about that. Let's see. Bro, okay. Ali, bro, how to increase stamina? If you want to increase your stamina, you got to get on jump rope. Hit the jump rope, because jump roping for about 10 minutes is equivalent to running a mile. So start with 5 minutes. It's going to seem like a lot, and then work your way to 7 minutes, get to 10. Then before you know it, once you hit the 10-minute mark, what you'll say to yourself is like, hey, wait a second, I'm at the 10-minute mark. I can go 2 more minutes. And then again, you'll go, I can go 2 more minutes, and then work your way up to 30 minutes. But don't do it all at once. Start off with maybe 5, go to 7, then try 10, then try 12. So definitely get on jump rope. And then I would actually recommend doing sprint intervals. So I would do either 50s or 100s and give yourself about 45 seconds recovery, and then do that. So I would do hill runs, I would do stair runs, and I would do sprints. That's going to increase your cardio much faster. Let's see. Let's see. What else we got? Just a bunch of insults. It's all good. All right. Can I shout out your cousin? No, I ain't saying that. Nice try. Let's see. Stop caring so much, bro. That's why it ain't working. That's how it goes. So guys, all right, so I'll tell you another funny story. All right, so check this out. So that one didn't work out. So I matched with another one, and she was actually pursuing me. She was like giving me good energy, and she was trying to set up the date. And she was like, well, hey, do you want to go out to dinner? And I was like, man, I really don't like doing dinner dates on a first date because it's a little bit awkward. And if the vibe isn't there, you're stuck there for 2 hours. Whereas at least if you're on a coffee date, if you're not really feeling it, you can kind of just wrap it up. And that way you only wasted $10-15. You only wasted maybe 45 minutes of your time. You can tell right away if the vibe's there. So I'd either say do a coffee date or do some kind of activity or do something. Like, I think that'd be a much better date. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll go on the dinner date. So we go on dinner date. She talked a lot, and honestly, like we went to this pizza place, and the pizza, oh my gosh, it was so expensive. It wasn't even that good. The best part of the pizza was just the bacon bits. And then so the date just went on and on and on. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, man, we should really wrap this up. So the date could have wrapped up about 45 minutes early. So we're there at dinner for almost 3 hours. And then so we get done, walk to her car, of course, give her a hug. And then I think yeah, so I think that was on a weekend. I think it's either like a Thursday or Friday. And then it was like Sunday, and I asked her out again. I'm like, hey, do you want to meet up again? Didn't hear from her. I actually caught COVID that night, and guys, I kid you not, it was Monday morning. I am so sick. I'm in bed. I'm literally sweating and shivering at the same time. I'm like this, okay? My phone beeps at 6:30 in the morning. She texts me, right? And she goes, well, hey, listen, hey, Mike, thanks for dinner, but I don't think we're gonna be a match. I don't think we're gonna work out. So I'm like wiping my eyes. I'm like in bed, like shivering, and I'm like, did she just set an alarm to text me at 6:30 in the morning to tell me she's not interested? And I was so sick and shivering, I couldn't even respond. And then now I can laugh about it now, but I'm like, dang, she waited the whole day and waited until 6:30 Monday morning to tell me, hey, I don't think we're a good match. I don't think we're gonna work out. So I'm like, bruh. So like dating apps are, man, like it sounds like a good idea on paper, but man, like dating apps just aren't that fun, to be honest with you. I mean, try to meet people in public, but so everyone's got their headphones in and they've got their face buried in their phone, so they're just like this all the time. So it's like it's really not that easy to cold approach people. So because on like I said, on paper, it seems like dating apps would work pretty well, but man, like getting like a quality match is hard. Let me see. Parker, holy hairline. Let's see. What else we got? Let me see. Levi, take coffee black like you. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Let me see. Do people day back in the days or no? Wait, you gotta jam, type that again, rephrase that. I don't know what that means. Uh, Let me see. Wow, true talk, folks. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Uh, Pink fur. Yeah, I agree. Dating. Oh my gosh, it's just like, and I think why I have dating fatigue is because okay, let's say okay, you get a match, you got to go through the whole, and and here's the thing, at least for guys, you got to think of something clever or what do you say because you can't just say, hey, how are you? How are you doing? Most of the times you just get one or two word answers. They're like, fine. And you're like, well, did you do anything fun? Like you're citing this weekend? Oh, no, not really. Just hung out with my dog, went on a hike. You're like, okay. Well, cool. Like what kind of things you like to do? What do you like to do for fun? Oh, I just work out and go to karaoke, go drink. And you're like, okay. You're just carrying the whole conversation and like you're trying to be funny, you're trying to be witty, but it's like they almost expect you to be like a stand-up comedian, like through an app, through text. So it's like, first of all, it's hard enough as a guy, hard enough to get in a match, and then you have to carry a conversation, and then you got to set up the date, and then you got to deal with the like a maybe, we'll see, I'll let you know. And guys, if you're on a dating app and a girl says maybe, we'll see, I'll let you know, I'll reach out soon, just cut it. She ain't that interested. Or if she waits 8 hours to respond to your text, just forget it. She's got her phone with her all the time. If the guy that she really likes, like texts her, you better believe she ain't waiting 8 hours to respond to him. So if they wait 8 hours to respond, 5 hours to respond, and then they're like, maybe, we'll see, I'll let you know. Like just go ahead and cut it, man. It just ain't even worth it. Let me see. All right, what else we got here? Let me see. Jeffrey, as someone who uses dating apps 9 times out of 10, they had an abusive ex. Oh, for real. It's all for real. And it's always a toxic ex, an abusive ex, and he's a narcissist. Oh my gosh. I went out with so many girls that either said he's abusive, he's toxic, or he's a narcissist. You know, actually, I'm gonna look up, and guys, have you noticed that? Almost every woman says my ex-boyfriend was a narcissist. So let's look up how many people. Let's check. Let's see what the U.S. population is that are narcissists. Let me look it up. How many people in the U.S. are diagnosed as being a narcissist? All right, let's see. In the study, rates were higher in men, 7%, women, 4%. Some sources state lower general population estimates approximately 0.5% to 1% of US population lifetime has a prevalence sample. So 1% of the population in the US is a narcissist, but somehow every woman you date on a dating app had their ex was a narcissist. 1%, but every girl says that their ex-boyfriend was a narcissist. Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, pretty much. I agree. Let's see. What else we got? See, am I English? No, I'm not English. Let me see. Most people don't even know what a narcissist is. Yeah, I agree. Like, if they actually look it up, they don't even know what it is. Like, and actually, you know what? We should start being like, hey, can you define to me what a narcissist is? I bet you they would struggle. They probably wouldn't even know. They probably wouldn't even be able to tell you. Just like, because I have a really good female friend, and we just debate back and forth about dating and topics stuff like that. And she's called me every name. She says like I'm an ageist. I'm an ageist. I'm a misogynist. I think I'm an alpha male. Like I've heard all from her. So we actually joke around about it. But she says that I'm misogynist, and I asked her, I'm like, hey, can you tell me the definition of misogyny? Guess what? She couldn't do it, and I had to look at the definition and I explained to her for her. So yeah, so they use the word, they throw it around, all the buzzwords. You're toxic, you're a narcissist, you're a misogynist, but they don't even know the definition of the word. Amy, what up? You're back. Good to see you. Don't teach them because most of them are. Let's see. Let me see. Do you have concerns about having a chat person in your stream named Jeffrey Dahmer? Yeah, I ain't even worried about it because I get all kinds of weird people in here anyway. So I'm not calling everybody in here weird, but I get some weird comments. So I take that back. Not everybody here is weird, but I do get some weird comments in here. Do you like Italy? No, I haven't been to Italy. And actually, here's a goal of mine because my ex-wife scoffed at me for wanting to go to Italy because one of my favorite childhood games I'm dating myself, all my favorite childhood games on NES was Double Dragon 3. It was stage 4, it was Italy, and I really liked the music on that stage. So I told myself, I was like, man, I really want to go to Italy one day. And I told her why, and she scoffed at me for wanting to go to Italy because my favorite game was Double Dragon 3 and I liked the music. So I was like, all right, because you scoffed at me, just for that, I'm going to go to Italy one day. Yes, I'm that petty. So yeah, one of my goals is I will go to Italy one day because she scoffed at me. Let me see. If I die tonight, would I go to heaven? I certainly hope so. I mean, I'm praying, I'm trying. Like I said, I went to church this morning. I didn't feel like it because I got a sore throat. It's a little bit itchy. So I loaded myself on cold medicine. And I told myself, I'm like, okay, if this was a fight day, I would do it. If I had NBA basketball tickets, I would probably still go. If I had a barbecue to go to, I would probably still go. So I can't use that as an excuse. So I went. I'm glad I went. I was tired. I was halfway falling asleep because I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I still went. And what about you? Do you think if you died today, would you go to heaven? Account, hello. What up? How you doing, account? Read your comment, please. Pink fur. What would you say? Let me back up. Get Dragon. Don't tell women those things precious to you. They are evil, bro. Yeah, and I realized that, because that was a really fond memory for me, because, I love that game, Double Dragon 3. And, I told her that, and she literally scoffed at it. She's like, oh, that's so stupid that you wouldn't go to Italy because you like that game and you like the music on that level. So I was like, in my mind, I'm like, all right, because you laughed at me, I'm going to go to Italy one day for that. Yeah, Italy is beautiful. Yeah, I'm sure it is. So, And then one of my favorite fight scenes of all time is Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee in Way of the Dragon, and they have to fight at the Colosseum. So that's another reason why I want to go to Italy. Let's see. I had Double Dragon Tiger handheld game. Yeah, I think I had it too. I had the handheld game as well. And you had like 3 moves. You could jump, kick, or like punch, or throw like a back kick. So I had a handheld Double Dragon game too as well. Dirtball, what up? How you doing? Where you from? Let's see. I hope so. All because of the grace of Jesus. Glad you went to church. Yes, thank you. I'm glad I went too. I always pray before I do a live stream too. If anyone comes in and wants to talk about spiritual things, so I always pray before I do a live stream. And the last one I did was actually pretty fun because I did a live stream on should Christians celebrate Halloween, and we had a really good discussion. And I was actually going to start a separate YouTube channel, just talking about spiritual things. So I was like, well, I don't know if I should mix that with the kickboxing because the audience might not be here for that. They might just want to see kickboxing and Muay Thai and fights and drills and MMA and news, that kind of stuff. But I'm like, hey, it's great. This is my channel. If I want to live stream, if I want to talk about spiritual things, let's talk about spiritual things too. So it doesn't always have to be fitness, diet, kickboxing, boxing drills, footwork drills. So hey, let's talk about everything. So let's talk about dating. Let's talk about spiritual things. So let's talk about everything here on live streams. So I'm all for that. Let me see. Yeah, Philadelphia Collins females. Yeah, for real. Let's see. You're from the Islamic Republic of Iran. Taha, is that how you pronounce your name? Let me see. Take off the mask, bro. Halloween's over. Let's see. All right, so I'll hop into another story. Let me think of a good one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's one. So I didn't meet this girl on a dating app. Surprise, I actually met her at the gym, I actually think that's a good place to meet women if you can, but you got to be careful because you don't want to end up on TikTok and they're recording you like, oh gosh, these creepy guys approach me. It's like, what they mean by that is like they want attract women to approach them. So if you can approach a woman in the gym, I actually think that's good. I think there's a strategy that you should use. I would maybe just say not even say hi, because like one way I got a girl was I didn't even run game on her. All I did was I seen her a few times. I walked past her and I just gave her a high five, and she was kind of so caught off guard that I gave her a high five. And she kind of smiled, and then so she smiled about it. And then before I left, I actually got her phone number, so we actually dated for a bit. So sometimes it can be that simple. So I was about to walk out of the gym, and I saw one of my friends. I hadn't seen him for about 3 years, and I can be kind of an introvert sometimes. So I haven't seen him for a few years. I was like, man, do I really want to go through the, hey man, how you doing? Everything good? When you fighting, all that stuff. So I was like, should I just leave? Because he didn't see me yet. So I was like, come on, man, start being more social. Just go say hi, what's up to your friend. You haven't seen him for 3 years. So I went up. He was talking to this girl. So I went up, say hi to him, introduced myself to the girl, and then he was like, hey man, if you want to do some kickboxing, you should go with Mike. Mike's a really good kickboxer. He can take care of you. So I got her info, and then I didn't think too much of it. And then I just sent her a message. I'm like, hey, are you interested in kickboxing? And she straight up was like, hey, listen, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, I've seen you in the gym before, and I think you're kind of cute, so I just want to put it out there. And I was like, holy crap. I was like, all right, well, cool. Like, hey, do you want to go for some coffee and just meet up? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. So went up for coffee, and then everything went really well. And then she took me to my first Red Rock concert, because I've never been to Red Rocks. I have for working out here in Denver, but never a concert. So that was good. And then so we dated briefly, and then she did something that really made me mad, because I told her 4 times, hey, I don't feel comfortable with you doing this. She insisted on going to this guy's apartment to do like a lingerie photo shoot. And I'm like, okay, I'm a professional photographer. I know what the guy's thinking. When you're a photographer and you got a cute girl in your apartment, you're hoping something's gonna pop off. And I had to politely explain that to her. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm a photographer. I know what it's like to have a cute girl in your house and you're taking photos, you got the music on, you got your lights, and she looks good. And And I had to explain to her the way guys think, we hope something happens. And then so I explained to her 4 times. I'm like, hey, listen, I don't want you to go to this guy's house and getting half naked in his apartment doing lingerie. And guess what? She went and did it anyway. And then I got upset, and then she gaslit me for getting upset that she went to a guy's house to get half naked in front of his camera. So we turned this big ordeal. We got into a big fight over it, and then she disappeared on me for a few days, and like it was crazy. And then of course, she told me the same thing. Her ex-boyfriends were toxic. Her ex-boyfriend was a narcissist, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've heard this story before. But so sometimes when you meet people in public, it can actually work pretty well. But that was I'm telling you like the Cliff Notes version, because she did some other things I didn't like. But that was one of my dating experiences too. Like guys, would you be okay with a girl that you're dating going to a guy's house, not a studio, going to a guy's house, getting half nude in front of his camera, and you two are dating? Like, would you guys be okay with that? Did I have a right to be upset about that? Let me see. Okay. Francis, what up? How you doing? How you doing, sir? Let's see. She's for the streets, for live for real, right? Let me see. What else we got here? What'd she do? Yeah, that's what she did pretty much. Yeah, went to a guy's house, got half naked. And actually, well, I gotta be careful what I say here because I'm on a live stream. But she actually ended up getting like basically fully nude in front of him, and I'm like, how can you not see that's disrespectful? And here's the thing, she gaslit me because I flipped the script on her. I'm like, hey, listen, check this out. What if this is the other way around? What if I met a girl at Vasa, and then I'm like, well, hey, I'm a photographer. You look pretty good. Like I'm trying to build up my portfolio. Would you be interested in doing some photo shoots? And she's like, oh, sure. And then I bring her back to my house, and then I'm doing some photos of her, and then she just takes her clothes off. Oops, she got naked. And then I'm taking photos of her, and I just went with it. Would you be okay with that? Guess what she said? She was like, yes, because it's your job, I'd be okay with it. And I'm like, you're lying. I'm like, there was no way you'd be okay if I met a girl at the gym, had her come over to my house, she gets half naked, I take photos of her. There was no way she'd be okay with that. And just to win the argument, she gaslit me and said she would. I'm like, this is crazy. I know, it's how it goes, man. Philadelphia. But hey, like you live and learn. It's all you can do, right? Okay, let's see. Dude, you don't even need to ask if you had a right to be upset. Don't be delusional. Oh my gosh, you wanted to. I know, for real. Isn't that crazy, bro? Like if that was the other way around, I'm toxic. You're misogynist. Why you have half naked girls in your house doing photos? There's absolutely no way she'd be okay with that. Cortland, Jesus loves you. Thank you so much. Jesus loves you too. Appreciate you. Alpha Omega, beginning and end, first and last. Jesus is King. Thank you. Where am I from, Robin? I am from Denver, Colorado. Where are you from? Let me see. And I'm a chick saying this. Oh, you are a chick. My account is a reference to the show. Oh, gotcha. For real. So after that, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm just getting burnt down on dating. So I had the entrepreneur evangelist. She finessed me out of dinner. And then I had the girl I went on a date with. She picked the place, and like I said, she was giving me good energy. She's like, hey, let's go to dinner. Dinner was okay. Honestly, it was a little boring, honestly, because like I said, it went on about 45 minutes longer than it needed to. And like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of going on dinner dates on a first date. And if there's any women in here, like, I know you might disagree because obviously the guy's going to pay, but I just don't think that's the best way to get to know someone over $100 dinner. I think you could take that money and do a fun activity, like go putt-putt golf or go to Top Golf or do something fun. But if you're a woman, comment below. Do you think that's the best way to get to know a guy over a $100 dinner? So I'd much rather do an activity. So that fell through. And then my ex, she went over to a guy's house. And here's the thing. I'm a professional photographer. I have 2 professional cameras. And I even asked some of the girls from my gym, I told them what happened. And then even one of the girls, who's an exotic dancer, by the way, even she was like, wait a minute, I don't get it. Why did she just do the photo shoot with you? You're a photographer. Like, she'd have more fun. She's like, I don't get it. Why is she doing this with you? Why did she have to go to this guy's house to get half naked in front of his camera? I'm a professional photographer. I literally have a studio in my apartment. Look. I have a studio in my apartment, and she chose to go to a guy's house to get naked. So it's crazy. Wet. Nah, I'm not gonna say your name. Nice try though. Philadelphia, thank you. What's this watermelon warrior saying? Oh my gosh, you guys crack me up sometimes. Yeah, she was one crazy bird. Oh, for real. Like, Jordan, yeah, for real. Even my friend said that. Absolutely. Let me see. Philadelphia, no, go get coffee, walk in the park, something. Not about a lot of money. Thank you. I agree. And then there's so many videos on TikTok. I'm saying like, oh, it's low effort if a guy wants to take you on a dinner date and he doesn't want to spend money. He's a broke. If you're broke, just say so. I'm not gonna go on I'm not gonna go on a date with a guy that wants to go get coffee. It's like, why wouldn't you? That's crazy to me. It's like, you don't even know if you like the guy. It's a vibe check. So why do I need to get to know you by going to Ocean Prime and spending like $150 and we might not even like each other? Like that doesn't make any sense. Why can't? Okay, here's the best case scenario. I say, if it's summertime, go get coffee, go to a park. If it's going well, be like, hey, you know what? It's kind of warm here. Hey, you want to get some ice cream cones or get some tea, and then maybe go get tea if it's going good, and then if it's going well, then maybe go to dinner. So if it's like, okay, go to the park, go get some ice cream cones, and then maybe get a bite to eat if you both mutually agree that you're hungry and the vibe is there. But there is no reason you should go sit across from a complete stranger and spend that amount of money. If anything, if you want to go to dinner that bad, it's like, hey, let's call your friend, go to dinner with your friend, or call your mom. I'm sure your mom, she's still living, of course. I'm sure your mom would be overjoyed to go to dinner with you and like spend a good time. Like spend your money, like take your mom out to dinner. That'd probably be a better use of your money. Let me see. Dinner isn't even fun like that. Get to know someone. For real, it's not fun. Because when I eat dinner, I just want to kick back and relax. Like I want to tell jokes. I want to, if there's music playing, like, and there's like some hit song from like 2008, and oh man, remember this song? I've heard this song for years. I'd rather be with a friend, catching up, telling some jokes, just eating, kicking back, relaxing. Like I don't want to be stressed when I eat. I want to go out to dinner for an experience and just relax. I think if you're gonna go to dinner, do that on like the maybe second or third date. That way you guys have already vetted each other out a little bit. You feel a little bit more comfortable. Everything's good. The vibe is there. You're gonna have a much better time if you go on like a third date to dinner versus on the first. I agree with you. Going on dinner date on the first date, that doesn't make any sense to me. Richmond, what up? How you doing? Russia girl, what up? Thanks for joining me from Russia. What are we talking about, Richmond? We are talking about dating fatigue. So we're talking about dating apps. We're talking about, should you take a girl on a dinner date on the first date? Do you think a coffee date is a better way to go? Or maybe Top Golf or just putt-putt or something like that? So we're talking about dating fatigue, talking about dating apps. I just told 3 of my dating app stories. So, because me personally, I have dating app fatigue for sure, because going through the talking stage, telling the same kind of jokes over and over again, trying to set the date, and then they flake last minute. Oh, that reminds me, I got another good one. Okay, so I matched with a girl. Everything was going great. We're just, we're talking, and then, she agreed to the day. She agreed to the time. Everything's going really good. We even had a really funny moment on dating app. I'm getting ready, and you guys, when your phone beeps and somehow you already know who it is and what they're about to say. Like somehow your intuition just goes up. You can already feel it. So my phone beeps. I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. So I read the message and she goes, hey, listen, remember when I told you that dogs are my life and dogs are my world? Well, listen, one of my dogs got sick, so I can't make it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm just so tired of going through like the whole talking phase. They bailed last minute. Oh my gosh, it is so annoying. So I definitely have dating app fatigue. I don't know about you guys. Richmond, oh, bro. Be thankful. If you're in a relationship or you're married, stay where you are. Do not come out here and date. I'm telling you, bro, it's not what you think it's going to be. It is not fun. Dating was better 10 years ago. Right now, it is terrible. Terrible. I don't recommend it. See, dimensions of an apartment kitchen. I'm not sure what it is. It's kind of a small kitchen. My old apartment in Denver Tech Center was bomb. I'm gonna move back there here soon. Let me see. They're just nervous because you're cute. I don't know. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Even though I got an egghead, everyone says I got an egghead in here. So thank you. Appreciate it. Amy, haha, single life, happy life. For real. Because there's times when I was like, man, I kind of wouldn't mind being kind of relationship. And there's other times when I travel, like I said, when I went to Europe, I went by myself. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. I don't have to go anywhere I don't want to go. I don't have to spend extra money I don't really want to spend. I don't have to maintain somebody else's emotions. I don't have to go to places to eat I don't want to go. It's all me. It's like an open world. It felt like Grand Theft Auto, minus the shooting. Like it felt like it's just an open world RPG game. I could go here. I could go to this site. I could go here. If I want to chill and take a nap, I could. After that, I'm like, man, I don't think I can go on a vacation with a significant other ever again now, because going to Europe solo was so chill. I go where I want to go, see what I want to see, eat where I want to eat, chill where I want to chill. I could work out, I could kickbox. I'm like, man, this is the life. It was dope. So yeah, traveling alone, absolutely. It is. I don't think I can do it again with somebody else. Let me see. It's best to find yourself a good church, fairing young lady. Okay, let's see. Russia girl, you're cool. Can I take you to Russia? You want to take me to Russia? It's funny. I just watched a video about Russia, and actually one of my clients that I train kickboxing, he's actually oh no, he's from Ukraine, and he warned me. He's like, hey man, he's like, you might not want to go to Russia. I'm like, yeah, because originally I wanted to go to Ukraine, and then because I had this whole fascination with Eastern Europe, because I always thought Eastern Europe was so cool from all the movies I've watched when I was younger. And then the war broke out, and I was like, okay, I don't think I'm going to be going to Ukraine. But I do think Russia looks cool, because I always thought the buildings looked so cool, because I used to play this computer game, Tetris. And one of the stages was Russia, and had all the buildings. I'm like, man, those buildings look so awesome. Plus, I'm a photographer. I think it would be so fun to take photos of those buildings. I think that would be awesome. Let me see. If your wife has 3 divorced friends, she'll be the 4th. I am. Oh, for real. Absolutely. I hate to say it, but women keep women single. I agree. Okay, most of the women in the black church are 350. Dang, that's rough. I've actually thought about trying to meet a girl at church, but I'm like, okay, I can't go to church just to meet a woman. I mean, it would be nice. I even thought about it today. But I'm like, okay, you got to go to church because you want to fellowship, get closer with God, get the Holy Spirit, fellowship, worship, praise, get fed. That shouldn't be your only purpose to go. But deep back in the mind, you're just like, okay, you kind of do hope a cute girl will sit next to you and get a conversation going. But yeah, I don't think the only reason going to church to meet a woman, I don't think that's a good idea. You should go because you want to get filled with the Spirit, and you want to get fed, and you want to learn and fellowship. But because I've had people tell me that so many times, oh, you should just meet a girl at church. It's not that simple. Okay, Metalhead, he died for you. Absolutely. Yep, Metalhead, Jesus loves you too. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Jesus is coming back. Make sure you're ready. Let's see. Ghost, hi, what up? Let me see. Russia might be dangerous too. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I think the buildings are cool. It'd be awesome to get some photographs of them. I'm a photographer, but it might not be the safest place. I mean, I've been kickboxing for 20 years, but I don't know how many black people are in Russia. Probably not too many, so. Isn't Ukraine dangerous? Yeah, I heard Ukraine's probably dangerous too, so I don't think I'm gonna go over there. But I have 2 clients that are Ukrainian, and they're really interesting to train because, like, when they get mad at each other, because it's a couple, they'll start speaking in Ukrainian. I can't understand them, and I'm like, okay, this is awkward. But yeah, usually it's just because of Hollywood movies. Because, like, and have you guys noticed? And I just watched Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff last night. Whenever they go to Europe, they always say either go to Prague, get to Prague, or takes place in Prague. Always. It's like 2 characters, then you separate. Like, okay, you got to go to Prague. Get to Prague. It's always Prague. And I've actually been to Prague. Prague is beautiful. It's awesome. The vibes there are cool, but this is so funny. Almost every TV show, action movie, it's always whenever they're in Europe, like, okay, get to Prague. Okay, let's see. Nope. Hey, I'm open my own business today. Ice cream. Can you give me a shout out? Yo, hope your ice cream. Wallow. Nah, I ain't saying that. Nah, nice try. You almost got me. Okay. Logan, Sports Zone. What up? How you doing? Can you say hi? It'll warm my heart. David Goggins, there it is. Can you please say my name? No, I'm not saying your name wet. You know what? EJ, I got something for you. Watch. Check this out. Every live stream I do, I should just have the photo ready to go. Because every live stream I do, someone says I look like David Goggins. But hold up. Check this out. I'm going to my albums. And I swear, every live stream, I should just pin a photo up top. So watch, check this out. This happens every time I stream. So I did a side-by-side. That's me and David Goggins side-by-side. So what do you guys think? Are we doppelgangers? Every live stream I do, someone says I look like David Goggins. David Doggins. Andrew, what up? Every live stream, everyone says I look like David Goggins. It's funny to me. DJ, okay. My boy wakes up and says, good morning, world. Amy, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm glad I don't look like David Goggins. Have you noticed, Amy, every live stream I do, someone says I look like David Goggins. Have you noticed that? Everyone. I'm the upgraded version. Appreciate it. He's going to carry the boats. Not a single person in the universe said that. Let me see. Ishtenben, is that how you say it? The church is the modern day well of life. Jacob met his bride at a well, and the well of the world is the public bar where you can meet Jezebel. Yeah, actually that's a good point, but I don't think I should only go to church just to meet a woman. I should go because I want to get fed and I want to make sure I'm spiritually fit. Because we can't just only train our body. Got to make sure. Because I think I can't remember what chapter it's in, but physical fitness profits a little, but spiritual fitness profits much. I'm misquoting that a little bit. If somebody knows that verse I'm talking about, put it below. I think it's like physical fitness profits a little bit, but spiritual fitness or like spiritual training profits a lot. Like if you know what I'm talking about, put the verse in the bottom in the comments for me. I'm the old version. Let's see, Andrew. David Goggins wakes up, drinks from the dew, a single ginkgo leaf, then starts his morning 24-hour jog. Then the day really starts for real. Brandon, Jesus loves biceps and protein. For real. Good. I'm actually out of protein. I need to buy some protein. Thanks for reminding me. I got to get on some protein here. Cool. All right, guys, getting off topic, but it's all good. I'm pretty sure you're a lot better looking than David, bro. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Because everybody says I look like David Goggins. Every stream I do. I can see the gray in your chin. I know. It started coming in. You can see it right here. I know. It's slowly starting to come in. Hey, But I think, doesn't the Bible say like a man's gray hair is his crown or it's like it's glory or something? I'll have to look it up. Like, there's a Bible verse that says that having gray hair is like our crown or something like that. I'll have to look it up. So many guys here feeling insecure looking at you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Amy. Appreciate that. I know, like, seriously, they go in on me. They call me egghead. They make fun of my hairline. They say that my hair's still loading. My hair's stuck loading at 4%. They say I got a peanut head. I mean, they go in on me, man. It's crazy. I know, I don't know what it is. For real. Let me try to think of another dating story. Okay, so, because I told the story before, but if you guys are new here, so I had an ex-girlfriend. She's actually Hungarian, and so I didn't even tell her I was going to Hungary because I was going there to kickbox, and I was like, man, this is a perfect opportunity because the Muay Thai coach in Budapest, he reached out to me out of nowhere. He's like, hey, when are you gonna come back and train with me? I was like, bro, I was just thinking about going back to Europe. So I'm like, hey, let me save up some money. I'll come out there before the year's over. So I was like, cool. I got my videos because like I'm getting more into video. So I got 2 professional mics. I have 2 professional cameras. I'm like, yo, my YouTube channel is about to blow. I'm gonna do like some international stuff. I'm gonna get some training. I'm gonna get some fitness. And then, so for 2 months, she was like gassed, just totally blowing my head up, sending me heart eyes. I can't wait to see you. Like, hold up. Let me see. What you saying in the chat there? TF, what up? How you doing? So I told her before. So like I said, she was blowing my phone up with like all these like reels, all these couples, send me hard eyes. When are you gonna come here? Are you gonna get an apartment here? Like, I can't wait to see you. Just totally gassing me up, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, all right. And I told her my plan. I was like, hey, you know, like, the coach there wants me to come back. Will you help me film some videos? She's like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna film some videos too. I'm like, perfect. So I fly out there, and then I'm gonna tell you guys a short version. So, and then she's, well, hey, you know, like I can have my dad come pick you up from the airport. I'm like, dope, awesome. So I get off the plane, and she texts me. She's like, hey, listen, my dad can't pick you up. I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. I'll just take a taxi to my Airbnb. And then so I get to my Airbnb. It's like a Thursday night. It's 9 o'clock. I barely don't have any cell service. And I'm in Hungary, right? And then I can't get into my Airbnb. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So I call her. I'm like, hey, listen, you know, I can't get into my Airbnb. She's like, hey, don't worry. Like, we're on our way. And I'm like, we? I'm like, who's we? And then so thankfully I was able to get into my Airbnb because the door was just jammed. So I had to put my code in and the door was jammed. So I was able to push it in. And then so she's like, hey, we're here. So I come downstairs from the Airbnb. And then so she gives me a hug. She's like, hey, I want you to meet my boyfriend. I'm like, my bad. My bad. My phone fell over. I'm like, you're what? So I haven't seen my ex-girlfriend in 3 years. She was gassing me up for like 2 months. Like, oh, I can't wait to see you. I'm going to give you the biggest hug, sending me hard eyes. She pulled up to my Airbnb with her boyfriend. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, this is crazy. So like dating in 2025 and 2026 is crazy, man. I know, Amy, right? And then so I'm looking at I know, thank you. And I'm looking at this dude, he's looking at me. And so I shake his hand. And then I'm like, all right, this is freaking awkward. So I came this close to being like, hey, wanna know what your girlfriend's been sending me for the last 2 months? I came that close to doing it. And then so I'm like, look, I don't want any part of this pretty much. I'm like, hey, can you just help me go get a bus ticket? Because like, I don't have the app. I don't have a bus ticket. I'm hungry. And then so I tell him, I'm like, hey, listen, like, can you just tell me where to go to get some food? And homeboy, and he's being serious, and with his Hungarian accent, he goes, there is a Burger King. And I'm like, bruh, I just flew 5,000 miles, and you're trying to feed me Burger King for dinner? I'm like, man, like, get this dude out of here. And then so I'm walking to the bus station. I'm trying to get a ticket. They start holding hands right in front of me. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? So I'm like, you know what? So I give her like a little awkward side hug. Shook dude's hand. I was like, all right, you know, I'll take it from here. So I was like, I'm out. And then it blew up my whole plan because I had this whole plan. I was gonna make like some really cool videos for you guys. I was gonna travel around Europe. I was gonna have her help me film it. I was gonna make these cool episodes, and she freaking just messed everything up. So I did make a couple of videos. It wasn't the videos I wanted to make, but man, she blew the whole thing up. It was crazy. So it was unreal. And then, because my birthday was on September 23rd, this is right over my birthday. And then so she's like trying to respond to my stories. I'm giving like 1-word answers. So finally she's like, hey Mike, you know, do you want to see me before you leave? And I sent her a voice message. I'm like, listen, like for the last 2 months, you've been asking me to come out there to come see you. You're saying like, I miss you. You're gonna give me this big hug. You're sending me hard eyes, all these reels. We're gonna do these photo shoots and we're gonna make videos and we're gonna go to lunch and maybe go out of the country. And then you show, I haven't seen you for 3 years. You show up to my Airbnb with your boyfriend. I'm like, I think that was crazy disrespectful. It was a slap in the face. I told her straight up like, listen, no, I'm not interested in seeing you. And then instead of taking accountability and apologizing or anything, all she said was like, hey Mike, thanks for your honesty. You know, I wish you the best. And I'm like, I'm good. So I was like, I'm out. I know I know TF. I know it was crazy, bro. She did trick me. Awesome. And I have a female friend, and she told me like women hold grudges for a long time. And she said like she tricked me and said my friend said that she set me up. Like the whole thing was a setup. And I was so happy because I was like, guys, I'm gonna go international. My YouTube channel is about to blow. I'm gonna have some dope content. I'm gonna take you guys around with me. I'm gonna film at the Buddha Castle, the Fisherman's Bastion. I'm gonna take you guys around Europe with me. I was like, man, this is gonna be dope. This is exactly what my channel needs. And she freaking pulled up to my Airbnb with her boyfriend. Isn't that crazy? Unreal. I know. I don't know why she tricked me because I haven't seen her for 3 years, and then she reached out to me because I pretty much just like because we broke up 4 years ago, and the reason we broke up was so silly. Because I was gonna come out there and see her again, and then she wanted to come to the U.S., but I was like, well, because I kind of got the travel bug, so I was like, hey, like, why don't we just go out here? Let's go to Croatia. Let's go here. And they said, well, hey, how about I come to Denver? And while I was talking to her, I was washing dishes. So this through a voice message. So I guess according to her, I wasn't enthusiastic enough on the voice message about her coming out here. So she broke up with me because of that. And I'm like, so I apologized. I'm like, hey, listen, I was distracted while we were talking. I was washing the dishes. I'm like, listen, just come out here to Denver. Like, I want to show you around and take a vibe. And then she broke up with me pretty much over that. And she's like, well, you didn't seem like too enthusiastic about me coming out there. And then I'm losing interest to come out. So I'm like, fine. So a few years later, she reached out to me, and she was sending me Instagram reels. She was reaching out to me, sending me heart eyes. And then I think the whole thing was a setup. She tricked me. So it was crazy, bro. Amy, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, you're amazing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Greetings from North America. Okay, I'm not saying that. Okay. Good people attract narcissists. Oh, I agree. For real, we do. Like, I've attracted some of the weirdest women. And, like, I'll tell you guys that, because, like, I matched with a German woman. And, oh, my gosh, that was unreal, too. I'll tell you guys that story here in a second, because I told it on my other live stream, but it was crazy. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, that's the best way I had to handle it. I didn't curse. I didn't yell. I didn't threaten her. All I did was call her out on her behavior, and all she said was like, well, hey, I appreciate your honesty. But guys, I'm not gonna lie. I was so disappointed and upset because for 2 months she had me gassed up thinking like she's gonna help me film these videos. I was gonna help her with her videos. I was like, guys, I can't wait till people see my content. I was like, my channel is about to blow. And she just messed the whole thing up, man. It was crazy. Yeah, TF, I know, I agree. That is crossing the line. Thank you. That's crazy. Now, guys, could you imagine if it was the other way around? Could you imagine if I gassed her up, was pumping her up for 2 months, and I had her fly out from Hungary to Denver and to come see me, and then she comes and sees me, and I go to meet her. I'm like, oh, hey, like, I want you to meet my girlfriend, Erica. I would be canceled. I'd be called every name. You're a narcissist, you're a misogynist, you're toxic. How could you? Like, yeah, it would be unreal. If the roles were reversed, it would be unreal. Udi, is that your same? Audie? Is that your same name? What up? How you doing? Chicks be playing games. Crazy, crazy for real. They do. The average woman takes 50 pictures of themselves a day. Let me see. TF, bye. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. I know. She pulled up with her boyfriend. Straight up. And it was crazy because I looked at him. He looked at me. And I know what she was trying to do because I kind of put it together in my head when it happened. She was trying to put 2 bulls in the ring because he knew good and well that that was my ex. And then this is the current guy. So I don't know if she's trying to make me jealous or what, but she straight up pulled up with her boyfriend. I came so close to showing her the text messages and be like, look, want to see what your girlfriend's been saying? So it was crazy. Yeah, she did that on purpose to make me jealous. Yeah, I think so too. But it wasn't even necessary because I'm like, you're the one that's reaching out to me. Like, I don't know why you're trying to make me jealous because, like, we broke up 4 years ago. So I hadn't seen her for almost 3 years. So it was just crazy. So, no name. What's my height? I am 6'1.5". I'm almost 6'1". By the 3 million posts is notes. Is it? I don't know what that means. No, she did that because she's a narcissist and she wanted to hurt you. For real, I think so too. No, I could tell she wanted to hurt me. And I don't even know why, but it's like, you planned that for 2 months? Like, to me, that's just crazy. That is like next level. And I'm telling you, if it was the other way around, if I did that to her, and set this whole thing up. And then I pulled up with my girlfriend. Oh my gosh, I would be called every name. It'd be unreal. I know, crazy. I know, isn't that right? That's what I thought, because we weren't even really talking like that. And then she would reach out to me, and then she would send me some reels, and we start talking, and just like that, you know, because I had a few girlfriends in between then, because I had the girl I told you about with the photo shoot, how she went to that guy's house and got half naked. No, she did. She basically got fully naked in front of that guy. So I had that one. Went on a few other dates. Let me see. Went on a date with the entrepreneur. I don't even know what that means. Does anybody even know what this means? An entrepreneur evangelist. I can't even say it. I don't know what that means. So it's just crazy that people want to do that to you. I know. I took a whole flight. I flew 5,500 miles. Thankfully, that wasn't the only reason I went there. I went there for kickboxing, Muay Thai, do my videos, do my photography, because I wanted to jumpstart my YouTube channel and like give you guys some different content. But that's crazy. And then I actually matched with a German woman, and then she did something even crazier too. It was unreal what she did. But no, you're right. Like, I think quality dudes, not saying I'm super perfect or super handsome or anything like that, but I have noticed that too. Like, it seems like good quality people attract narcissists. I agree. Let me see. Little bro's name is Dragonfish25. Don't listen to, okay. I know, Amy, he's crazy. For real though, that's just how it goes though. Let me see. What else we got here? Yeah, for real. I agree. A lot of people are just jaded. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Nice guys do get played, absolutely. And here's the thing: it turns into a cycle, because we're taught as guys to be nice, be polite, buy our flowers, pull out the chair, plan the date, open the door. So we're taught all these things on how, but write her a note, buy her flowers, take her to movies, take her to dinners, take her on trips. So it is just ingrained into us from our youth to treat women nice, be kind. But then we do all these things, and then the woman we like doesn't like us back, and then she goes out with an a-hole, and the a-hole gets all the benefits. He didn't do anything. He didn't buy her flowers. He didn't take her out to dinner. He didn't do anything. He just gets full access to her, and then she cries. He breaks her heart. He cheats on her and plays her. And the nice guy's like, wait a second, like, what about me? Like, I wouldn't do any of those things to you. And then usually we get told, like, oh my gosh, you're such a nice guy. You're like a brother to me. And then we're trying to pursue you, and they're like, well, no, I think we're best as friends. I want to ruin our friendship, and you're like a brother to me. And it's like, wait a second, I'm doing everything I was told to do. Like, how to get a woman is to be nice, be kind, like compliment her, buy her flowers, take her on trips, take her on dates, be a gentleman, speak nice to her, make her laugh. And then we get overlooked. And then the bad guy, the evil dude, gets all the benefit. He gets the best of her, and then we get nothing. So it's crazy, but it's true. Nice guys do finish last. And then what happens is the nice guy figures it out that, hey, being a nice guy doesn't work. And then he starts acting like a jerk and becomes like an F-boy. And he starts turning on women. And then the women get mad because there's nothing but F-boys, and they want the nice guys. But the nice guys get played, and they finish last, and they turn to villains. It just turns to this big cycle over and over again. Nice guy becomes a villain. Women sleep with the villains, and then they get turned out. They want the nice guys. The nice guys get the leftover. It just goes around and around and around. That's what happens now. Okay, you could become the shoulder to cry on. No, that's crazy, bro. For real. We just need to protect ourselves from them. Only way is to observe them first. For real. I agree, Amy. Let me see. So glad I've never been that genuinely. Yeah, for real. But because I was raised by women, my dad wasn't around, unfortunately. So I had two older sisters and my mom. So they just drilled it into me, like, hey, be nice, be polite, be kind, do this. And here's a whole other thing, because I remember they were trying to teach me how to be a man, but I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, but you're not a man. Like, you don't understand how we think, how we act, the kind of desires we have. Like, so, like, a woman can't teach a man how to be a man. So it just turns into a whole cycle. And then we try to be nice and do what we're told and how to get the woman. But when we act that way, we turn the woman off, and she goes off with an evil dude. So it just turns to a big cycle over and over again. So I think dating now is as bad, it's toxic. And then I hate to say it, but not all, but a lot of women, they like evil dudes. They like evil men. They like criminals, thugs. They like guys that, like Jeremy Meeks. You guys remember Jeremy Meeks? Like that hot, the hot felon. And then what happened? Like he basically got a modeling contract. He married like I think like a millionaire, like princess or something like that. So it's like they want criminals. They want like they want like a Grand Theft Auto character. Let me see. My dad didn't teach me how to be a man. Yeah, sorry to hear that. See, Philadelphia, we don't like them. We just get fooled and never seem to come across one nice guy. Hey, fair enough. And I will say, to be honest, nice guys, sometimes they overdo it with their niceness, and they'll be nice because they want something in return. And let's be real here, like, women know what guys want. So the guy thinks because I'm being nice and I'm doing all these things, I took you out to dinner, opened the door, I got you flowers, got you candy, I'm making you laugh. So therefore, I'm entitled to your body, you know what, at the end of the night, because they think they can nice guy their way into your pants. So nice guys, they can kind of be manipulative too, because they think, well, hey, I'm treating you nice, therefore I get, you know what, at the end of the night. So it just turns to a whole cycle. Let me see. That's what my brother tells me. Yep, for real. Crazy. There has to be a balance. You have to be nice, but also naughty. Yeah, I agree. You got to be somewhere in the middle, because, like, you got the beta bucks guy. So you got the beta, you got the sigma male, and you got the alpha. A lot of women will go after alphas, but honestly, alpha males sometimes don't make the best boyfriends because, like, they're focused on themselves, and they're narcissists, and usually they're go-getters, and they don't really have a whole lot of time for relationships. So I think you got to be somewhere. I agree. You got to be somewhere in the middle. You got to be kind of like not beta for sure, but somewhere in the middle. Have like some soft traits about you, but also be like masculine and being able to be a leader and protect, that kind of thing. So you got to be masculine too. So yeah, crazy. Yeah. Sigma male. Yeah. I don't like dangerous men. Well, that's good, because unfortunately, at least a lot of American women do. They like dangerous men. Let's see. Humble guys are the real sigmas. Amy. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. You've been out of the dating game so long, you just gave up. Yeah. Oh, trust me. I feel you. Like, dating now is not that fun. That's pretty much why I prompted this live stream, because I figured we get a good dialogue going, talk about some stuff. But yeah, because like I have not had the best luck on dating apps. I have had a few turn out okay, but they usually fizzle out. And here's another reason why I get so burnt out on the dating apps, because I kid you not, I met with a girl, like we're talking over the course of about 3 days, like a good dialogue. We're sending paragraphs back and forth. The dialogue's good. I'm telling my jokes, all my jokes are landing, and I kid you not. So I'm getting to the point, I'm like, okay, well, we're sending like 2 paragraphs of stuff. Why don't we just talk in person? So I told him, like, hey, like, I know you're about 45 minutes to an hour away. Like, would you want to meet somewhere in between, just grab some coffee and kind of get to know each other a little bit better? She left me on red for 3 days and then unmatched me. I kid you not. We talked for 3 days. Everything's going good. She's making me laugh. I'm making her laugh. I tried to set up the date. Gone. Ghost. It's like we're just going to ghost each other out of existence at this point. Let me see. Damn. That's how it be. I know, crazy. That's how it goes. Seriously, like, you match with a girl, you think everything's going good, you try to set up the date, gone. Leave the snow buddies alone. Hey, Let me see. What else we got? My wife told me about her infidelity after her diagnosis. We fought the cancer for 2 years. Now I'm screwed up in the head. At least she gave me 3 kids. RIP, babe. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I am. Let's see what else we got here. Let me see. Become a player and a user. That's how it goes sometimes. Like, the players, the dangerous men, the thugs, the criminals, the gun runners, like they get the chicks. I hate to say it. That's how it goes sometimes. I'm a snow bunny, but nice. Oh, you're a snow bunny? What up, though? Hey, you should slide in my DMs. Let me see. Low key, yes. Hey, like, so if you guys want to follow me, here's my here. You guys, if you want to follow me on Instagram, check it out. I'm getting tongue tied here. So you can follow me here. I'm on. I need to upgrade my stuff here pretty soon, but I'm Dragon Fist. No. This is Dragon Fist. On here, I'm Uppercut Athletics. So it's Michael Collins, Uppercut _, Athletics. I know it's reversed. At some point, I gotta get a new laptop here. I'll start live streaming from my laptop because I have 2 professional cameras. I have a Sony A7 IV and I have a Canon R8. So, and I'm gonna buy a microphone. So at this point, I'm gonna start leveling up my stuff here pretty soon. But if you guys wanna holler at me, slide on my DMs, it's Michael Collins. Type in Uppercut _ Athletics. So you guys can ask me some questions. You wanna talk about kickboxing, dating, fitness, religion, spiritual things. Just let me know. So slide in my DMs. Snowbody just might slide. Let me see. It's okay. I got a screenshot. All right, you got it. Good. Let me see. All right, if I ever make one though, I'll follow. Cool. Maya, age? Take a guess how old I am. All right. Everyone in the chat, take a guess how old I am. Hello, are you the real Sonic, Carl? No, I'm not the real Sonic, but Sonic, that was Sonic the Hedgehog. That was my first game I played on Sega Genesis. That music, oh my gosh, I love the music from Sonic 1. Like, there's some bangers in there for sure. But yeah, I love Sonic. Let's see. 28, 34, 32, 28. You look 40, 300, 29. I just had my birthday. My birthday's September 23rd. I just turned 44. I'm 44 years old. 44. Okay. Not gonna lie, got on a long forehead like KS. Y'all be going in on my forehead. I'm telling you, it's the lighting I use. It's my light. Just check it out. It's the angle because look, I got a normal head here, right? Does that look better? I need to get a stand. Is this the angle I'm at? Because I have a lantern right here. There's my studio because I do photography here. It's just the angle because look, my head looks normal here, right? It's just the angle I'm at. So I need to get a stand here. It's just the angle. What is that? Oh. Ain't no way you're 44, bro. You're tripping, pilot. I know I am. Nobody believes me. I am. I'm 44. See, you lying? No, Travis, I'm not. I promise you, I'm 44. That's how my sister met her husband through a friend. They just got married. Super cute relationship. And honestly, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that point up. Honestly, I actually think one of the best ways to meet someone is somebody setting you up because you're already vetted on both sides. Everyone has social media. Well, most people have social media, or at least have a decent photo of themselves, so you can already see what they look like. You're personally vouching for that person. So I actually do think in dating, probably the best thing to do is get a mutual setup because at least both sides kind of know you're both vetted out. I mean, you can do cold approach. I haven't done cold approach in a long time. I would rather do a warm approach. So if I see someone I've seen before and then they give me like a clear sign to go over talk to them, I think it's a little bit better. But a straight up cold approach, I haven't done that. I can't remember the last time I literally walked up to a woman and just introduced myself and said, hey, I know you don't know me. And I'm going through I'm running my whole game. I can't remember the last time I did that. But I'm all about warm approaches. So if you get a smile or you've seen her before, no, there's no harm in that. Because I've done that before. Because like I've talked to women in my gym before. I'm like, hey, I've seen you here a few times. Hey, what's your name? What do you do? Looks like you're in pretty good shape. And then usually what I'll do is get their Instagram because it's low risk. And then they can see your lifestyle. They can see that like you're into fitness or you're into hiking and that kind of stuff. So it's like your digital resume. So I would say if you want a cold approach in the gym, I would say just introduce yourself. Say, hey, I've seen you here a few times. What's your name? What do you do? Looks like you're in good shape. Where do you train? And then get her socials and then respond to like one of her stories. Like if she posts food, be like, oh, where's that from? That looks yummy. That's what I would do. Let me see. How's your day going? DR, my day's going pretty good. What about you? How you doing? Pilot of the Good for 44. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Travis, yes, I'm single. So you are saying you're abnormal? Jennifer, I'm abnormal. Yes, I'm single, yes. Richie, what up? How you doing? Does that make me weird? Kathleen, what? Let me see. Amy, how can someone play with an amazing guy like you? Thank you, appreciate it. You know, it's like it happens. Like I said, I had a. Let me see. What are we at? You know, I'll tell you guys this story because I told this on one of my other live streams. Is so I matched with this girl from Germany. So we're talking, everything's going really good. And she was actually even going to come out here to visit me. And I told him, like, well, hey, you know, I'm actually going to go to Europe. I was going to go to Budapest. And I was like, well, hey, you know, like, things are going good. I know you want to come out here, but I'm already going to Europe. So why don't I stop in Germany for like, you know, 4 or 5 days? And she's like, yeah, you know, that'd be great. And then so, you know, we kind of kept talking. I booked my flight. And then it's kind of hard to talk when you have plans because sometimes this conversation gets a little bit stale. And so we're sending voice notes back and forth, and she's traveling like crazy. And I'm like, well, you know, I don't want to bother you every single day while you're traveling. And then she kind of disappeared for a little bit. And I was like, okay, I can kind of you know, when somebody does a pullback, you can feel it. So I'm like, okay, so she's doing a pullback. And guys, this is the biggest mistake you can make. When you feel your girl pulling back, don't try to fill the gap. Just let her come back or just move on or just do other things. And then so finally one day, I wake up, I have a 12-minute long message on WhatsApp. And I'm like, right when I saw it, I was like, oh gosh. I was like, here we go. So I'm listening to this with my headphones. I'm like scrambling my eggs. I'm getting ready to go to work. And I'm listening to her talk for 12 minutes, talking about how, well, I know you're coming out here, but listen, like, I gotta be honest with you. While traveling, I met this Italian man, and gosh, he's just so kind. He's so amazing. And basically, like, he reacts to my comments better than you do, and he does this better than you do, and he's so kind, so magical, and I feel like it's so caring, and he's so magical. So I'm listening to this. Now remember, I bought my plane ticket. I'm gonna fly into Germany. She's telling me how she's falling in love with a Italian man and how magical it is. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And then and she sends me another voice message, and she goes through this whole list of everything I'm doing wrong, where I booked my flight wrong, or she had someone passing her family by deletion, and I didn't respond well enough. Like, the Italian man responded better to that, and I did this wrong. And she had a whole checklist. It was like, the only thing I was missing was a hip hop beat in the background. It was like she just sent like a 9-minute diss track about, yeah, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you ain't this, you ain't this. All missing was a beat. And so finally, I was like, dude, I ain't messing with this. So I sent her a message back. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to compete with you basically with this Italian guy. You know, you think he does this better than me, he does this better than me. Then tell you what, why don't you go to the Italian guy? So take care. I was like, yo, I'm out. And then so she sent me another message, was like, hey, let me back up. And then so she's telling me all this, how she's falling for this Italian man and how perfect and magical he is. And then she goes, I kid you not, she goes, hey, listen, but I am still interested. So I do want to still meet you, but I don't want you to get your hopes up, because if you come here and then perhaps maybe you want to hold my hand or hug me or maybe even kiss me, I'm probably going to stop you. I'm like, are you for real? You're trying to friend zone me? Like, I don't need to fly to Germany to get friend zoned. I can get friend zoned here. I'm like, you are crazy. So I just cut that off. And then I flew into Hungary. And then that happened with my ex. So she was tripping. And then I'm like, dude, this is crazy. So, but she actually did reach back out because it was my birthday. She reached back out to me. And then I flew back to Germany because my flight was out of Germany. And then we actually did end up meeting her. But it was crazy. So, like, I have dating fatigue, and you know, guys, if you're in here, if you think you're gonna be a passport bro, it's not as easy as you think. So being a passport bro, yeah, you got to work at it too. Let me see. Philadelphia. Let me see. You gotta go. Thanks for brightening up my morning. Nice chat. I'll follow you when I make an Instagram account one day. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it, Philadelphia. Thanks for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope everything's going good. USA friend, Ukraine. Okay. Damn, can't beat the Italian stallion. I know, right? I know. So the Italian lover, he was just so perfect and so magical, and he did everything better than me. So I even straight up told him, like, hey, this magical, this wonderful magical Italian man, just go date him. I was like, yo, I'm out. So I can't compete with that, man. I was like, yo, I'm out. I mean, at least she told me the truth. So at least I didn't fly all the way there, and then she told me when I got there, like my ex did. Yeah, she told me that before, and oh my gosh, she had every excuse of what I did wrong. According to her, I booked my flight wrong. According to her, so it was just crazy, man. Amy, for real, I know it's crazy. They deserve each other. I know, for real. That's what I'm saying. I'm like go after the Italian man to your heart's content. I'm like, bye. I was like, bye, Felicia. See, Kenneth, can I ask one thing, dude? Oh boy. Okay, what do you want to ask me? Let's see. Let me see. Open the door, take her luggage, and shut the door for real. That's what I'm saying, Jacob. I know. Let me see. Crazy. Look at the bright side. At least she told you. You can learn from it. Exactly. I did learn from it. That's why I did learn. Is like, because Passport Bros, what we do here in the U.S. is like, oh, we're gonna buy our ticket to Europe. We're gonna go Eastern Europe. We're gonna go Central Europe. And we're gonna fly in and we're gonna meet some traditional, and more feminine women. I'm like, it's not as easy as you think. What's with all the post-it notes? Let me see. Oh yeah, it's all good. Okay, so I'm a semi-pro kickboxer, and before fights, sometimes I get like anxious and I get anxiety. So one of my coaches told me I should write words of affirmation to myself and put it throughout my house. Say things like, believe in yourself, you are enough, you will be champion, you will win, you will succeed. So I was like, that's actually a really good idea. And I've been practicing Hungarian on Duolingo for 3 years because I've been to Hungary 3 times. My ex is actually Hungarian. So I was like, well, hey, why don't I just write the words of affirmation in Hungarian so that way I can get double practice. So I can get the words of affirmation and then I can get the Hungarian words too. So here, I'll show you what I got. Let's see. Let me see. Like, for example, Hige Magadaban, believe in yourself. It's on Hungarian. So I put things like that. It's believe in yourself in Hungarian. So I just put that all throughout my house, like before I have fights. So that way I can just practice Hungarian and I can practice the words of affirmation as well. Yeah, right on. Thailand, maybe. At some point, I want to go to Thailand too because I saw the movie Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and oh my gosh, that's actually why I became a kickboxer. Was literally because of that movie. I want to be a kickboxer because of Jean-Claude Van Damme. So at some point, I need to go to Thailand. I think. Because I mean, I'm also a Muay Thai instructor, so I think at some point I should go to Thailand, right? I've been to Germany. I've trained in Budapest. I've trained in Czech Republic. So at some point, I need to go to Thailand. Amy, take it take it positive. God moves bad people from your life, from our lives. Oh, for real. I agree. I think so too. Let me see. Panther from Slovakia. What up? How you doing? Thanks for watching me. I almost went to Slovakia because it's only about 2 hours away from Budapest, but I didn't get a chance to go because I went back to Hamburg, Germany. So next time we're in Europe, I'm gonna go to Slovakia. That's what I need to do. What are some cool places to visit there? Do you got some recommendations? David Goggins. What up? Every stream. David Goggins. Who's gonna carry the boats? You don't know me, son. You don't know me, son. Trying to get that David Goggins paycheck. Dang, man, I've already been on for almost an hour and a half. All right, guys. So you guys got any other questions for me? I'm probably gonna dip out here pretty soon. Man, the sun is already setting. This daylight savings time is a trip. I do not like daylight savings time. Here in Denver, it's 4:30. The sun's already setting. It's crazy. Let me see. Clark Kent. Good enough for heaven. Ever cursed, ever lied, ever stolen before, ever lusted or hated. Oh, yeah. I've done all those things. We're all guilty. Well, we've all fallen short. I see you. I see you too. Okay. Why is my Xbox controller buzzing and not working? Oh, sorry to hear that. You know, I need to buy a new Xbox because I still have the Xbox 360. I have a PlayStation 3, and they just released Ninja Gaiden 4. And Ninja Gaiden is probably my all-time favorite video game character. I have a lot, like Sagat's one of them, but I have a lot of favorite characters. But I love Ninja Gaiden. I love that game ever since I was a kid. I even remember playing it in the arcade. So I'm about to check out Ninja Gaiden 4. So I think I might have to buy an Xbox here at some point or a PlayStation 5. Let me see. We broke God's law, but Jesus paid our fine. Clark, absolutely. That's the gospel. Absolutely. We've all fallen short. There's none that does good, no, not one. Is that it? Or is it there's none that are righteous, no, not one? Or is it there's none that do good, no, not one? I think it's one of the two. Comment below. I think it's one of those two. Okay, let's see. Be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. Jesus Christ, Matthew. Absolutely, I agree with you. Appreciate it, Clark Kent. Cool. All right, guys. You got any other questions for me or any other comments? Fun live stream today. You know, kind of mixing it up. You know, we can't always talk about boxing, kickboxing, so it's kind of nice to talk about fitness, dating, some spiritual things. Talk about some other things. Talk about video games. Have you seen any movies lately, Travis? Yes, I just watched Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff last night. I thought it was okay. I'd probably give it maybe a 7, maybe 7.5 out of 10. It was cool to see John Wick again one more time, but I don't think the emotion was there. I mean, they tried to just recreate it, but the emotion wasn't there. The fight scenes were pretty cool, but like she just did not have the same aura as John Wick. I mean, it just wasn't the same. That was the last one I saw. So I'm actually glad I saw it. I rented it and I didn't see it in the theater. And you know, it was okay. I probably give it 7, maybe 7.5. See, John, I look mad cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. So tough. Thank you. Will kickboxing stop my kid getting bullied? I think it will definitely help. I think get your kid in kickboxing. I think within 6 months, even shorter, within 6 months, he'll be kicking butt. Trust me. Like he'll be able to throw some elbows. He'll know how to throw knees. He'll know how to clinch. So yes, if your kid's getting bullied, absolutely get him in kickboxing. Yeah, make sure you shut that down. And honestly, tell your kid. I mean, don't start it, but if a bully gets in his face, and I actually wish somebody told me or trained me how to do this. If a bully gets in your face, is making fun of you, pushing you, harassing you, warn him once, warn him twice, he does it again. He asked for it. Just punch him in the mouth. Let me see. Flex, John. You want me to flex? There we go. My arms are a little bit smaller because I'm getting ready for a fight. I'm fighting next weekend, so I've been doing more cardio. So I'm a little bit smaller than I normally am, but I'll get it back. Let's see. I can't pronounce that first word. So Donald, what up? How you doing? Kazor? I can't pronounce that. Kaczor. Donald, what up? Thanks for joining me. Turn the other cheek. I agree, but turn the other cheek, that has to do with an insult. So I think you do have a right to defend yourself. If somebody punches you, I think you should punch them right back. Remember, an eye for an eye? Was it an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth? So if somebody punches you, you have a right, I think, to defend yourself. Any dating tips? Let's see, Lotus Flower, absolutely. Are you a Christian, John? Yes, I am a Christian. Of course, Jesus never punched anyone. If he punched someone, Jesus could probably punch a hole in somebody's chest. So he's not going to punch his creation. He's not going to. He did wrestle with Jacob, but wrestling's different because wrestling someone and punching someone are two different things. So, of course, King Jesus is not going to punch his creation in the face. All right. Okay, I know I'm not a vigilante, but okay. I'm not perfect, but I'm telling you, and I think I can speak for a lot of guys in here. If someone punches you in the face, punch them back. Don't stop. Okay. Any dating advice? My gosh, I can't pronounce you guys' screen names. Mishka? Is that how you said it? Let's see. For me, any dating advice off the top of my head, if you're texting someone, if they're just growing cool, and then they just disappear for like 5 or 6 hours, but yet they're still posting stories on Instagram, doing other things. Nobody's busy for 5 hours straight, unless you're a doctor, you're a surgeon, you're some kind of professor, you're teaching a class, you're doing a TED talk, or you're working on an oil rig. With very few exceptions, especially on the weekend, you don't go 5 hours without looking at your phone. So if they're waiting 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to respond back to you, they're just not that interested. You're just an option. So just keep it moving. Or if a woman ever says to you, you're trying to get her out on a date, and she says, maybe, we'll see, I'll let you know, I'll reach out to you soon, cut it. She ain't that into you. So that'd be my dating advice. I should make some food right now. It's funny you say that, John, because am getting pretty hungry. So I'm gonna dip out here pretty soon. Clark, they physically punched Jesus and he turned the other cheek just like he taught us. Jesus is an MMA fighter. I'm sure Jesus knows all techniques. He knows how to grapple. I'm sure he knows how to punch. His spirit knows everything. He searches all the hearts of men, so he knows how to fight too. So, like I said, Jesus didn't come to earth to become an MMA champion or a Muay Thai fighter or a Lumpini champion. Jesus didn't come to earth to do Muay Thai and hit people with elbows and knee strikes and chop up people's legs and like that. So he's on a completely different mission. So I do agree. But I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I am recommending this. If you're getting bullied, somebody's pushing you, somebody's harassing you, I believe you absolutely have a right to defend yourself. And I think you should punch them right in their mouth and they'll stop. So that's fine. You could call me names or say I'm being simple or that's not the right way. But for me personally, if I'm training someone and they're getting bullied, I'm gonna tell them, hey, don't start it, try to avoid it. But if they're harassing you, they're pushing you, they're beating you up. Because I've been bullied before, and I wish, oh my gosh, I wish I had the skill and the power to punch my bullies back in the face. Because one time I got bullied by 5 people one time. They literally stole my chips in front of me, and I had crippling asthma as a kid. So I'm trying to run after them. This is like in 7th, 8th grade. So I'm literally running after them, trying to get my chips back. So they literally stole my chips. One of the kids, and I remember his name was Victor. And honestly, Victor, if you're watching this, like we should have a match. Let's have a fight. So he stole my chips. He ate them in front of me, and then he goes, oh no, you can have some. He offered me chips that he stole from me. And I just remember, oh my gosh, I still think about to this day, if I had the skill, if I had the power, I should just punched him right in his mouth and got my chips back. Let me see. What do I think of ITF Taekwondo? Taekwondo was my first art. So I do like Taekwondo. I do think it teaches you some honor, some discipline, respect. I think that's really good. I think the kicks are good. I think it helps you be really disciplined and respectful. It helps you get more flexible. However, the kicks are good, but some of the fighting strategies don't work as well because their punches aren't that great and their chops aren't that great. So I think if you can learn some boxing, take like 6 months of boxing. And honestly, if you're gonna do 6 months of boxing and do Taekwondo, you might as well do kickboxing too. So I would say if you mix in some kickboxing, either Dutch style or traditional Muay Thai, take some boxing, Taekwondo can be very effective, but standalone by itself, it is lacking because they don't know how to clinch fight. They're not the best at elbows, but their kicks are excellent. But I highly recommend you mixing some kickboxing and some boxing with your Taekwondo. Clark Kent. I know Jesus said the opposite. That's what I'm saying. I'm not Jesus. I'm not King Jesus. This is all I'm saying. I'm telling you guys, I got bullied and harassed. I got made fun of. I'm telling you, if I had the power and I had the fighting skills I have now, I absolutely would have punched and fought my bullies. So that's me personally. If you want to get beat up and have bullies just beat you up, that's perfectly fine. Do you? But as for me, my friends, my students, if somebody's bullying you, absolutely punch them back, elbow them, knee. I'm like, get that dude out of there. He's like, hey, in my opinion, if you're bullying someone, that means you want to get punched in the mouth. So that's all I'm saying. You could disagree with me. It's fine. I I know it's not officially the Christian way, but if I'm getting bullied, my homeboy's getting bullied. Oh, especially if I see my homeboy getting bullied, he's getting jumped. Absolutely, I'm going to war. Bah, bah. Like I'm going in. So if you want to turn the other cheek and get pummeled, that's fine. But I'm saying, just for me, I'm fighting back. Let me see. How to not get arrested after punching others. Well, first of all, don't go around punching people. There's actually a Bible verse that says that. Don't go around punching people. So don't punch people. But if you absolutely have to defend yourself, I actually don't recommend punching. I actually would say use your palm. Use a palm strike. Hit them in the ear. It'll just orient them, and then hit them with a knee strike, and then get out of there. But I actually don't recommend punching as much. I actually think it'd be better if you're using elbows for street fighting and knee strikes. But again, don't go around punching people in the face. Zach, hi, what up? How you doing? I was bullied my whole childhood, but God has taught me a better way. Well, good. I'm happy he taught you another way. But as for me, again, this is just me. I'm fighting back. So if you want to bully me, you want to push me, you want to threaten me, okay, that means you think you can defeat me. So I am all for that. If you think you can defeat me, you're more than welcome to try. Let me see, crazy. Who's the best fighter? The best fighter in the world currently? Oh, man. Let me think about that. Like, who do you got? Who do you think the best fighter in the world right now is? I would say back in the day, it was Anderson Silva. He was probably the best all-around fighter in the world. But I'm trying to think. Right now, who's the best fighter? Man, I'd have to think about that. Oh, Jake Paul. I like Tyson too. I actually bought some black Muay Thai trunks, and I studied every Mike Tyson video that was available on YouTube because I wanted to slip, duck, roll. I wanted to shuffle step just like Tyson. I wanted to be like Mike Tyson so bad. And I remember when he fought, let me think of his name. He did a fight over summer in 2005, and it broke my heart seeing him go down. It wasn't Kevin McBride. No, it wasn't Kevin McBride. That was back in the 90s. Was it Peter McNeely? I'm trying to I have to look it up. But he lost that fight. Oh my gosh, it broke my heart. But yeah, Mike Tyson for a long time. And then watching that Jake Paul fight and watching Mike Tyson go down like that and the torment in his face. And there's times where I actually made a video about it where he actually was going to throw a right hook and Jake Paul would have went right into it and he stopped. So it's like he got 20 million for it. I mean, I get it. You kind of sold out for 20 million. But my gosh, my heart was broken. So I actually had to unfollow Mike Tyson after that because I was like, dude, there's no way I can watch this. I can't watch interviews anymore. He just broke my heart seeing Mike Tyson go down like that from what he used to be. Because the old Tyson would have destroyed Jake Paul. It would have been over 90 seconds. Let me see. What else we got? USA. Hello. How you doing? Linux. No, it wasn't Linux. Let me look it up. It was different. Hold up. Let me go ChatGPT. Like, keep commenting, guys. Who did Mike Tyson fight and lose to during the summer of 2005? Yeah, it was Kevin McBride. I was right. It's Kevin McBride. When he fought Kevin McBride and lost, oh my gosh, I was heartbroken when he lost to Kevin McBride. Oh my gosh. I was so disappointed. You think John Jones is the best fighter? Yeah, I probably agree with that. John Jones. Let me see. Oops. Okay, pin, remove, user, report. Okay, let me scroll down here. You like Dustin Poirier? That's cool. I'm more of a Conor McGregor fan, even though Conor McGregor's kind of crazy. Let me see. His fighting technique is good. He gets low and in close. Yeah, for real. Mike Tyson confessed that it wasn't just his technique. He said it was because he was so full of hatred that gave him his power to overcome others. Yeah, I agree with that. Hopefully he finds peace in his heart. I do know he's kind of spiritual. He has said some wacky things. You know, he believes that we're all gods, which isn't true. We are not all gods. We're made in God's image. We're not all gods. So I do hope he finds peace. I do hope he finds Jesus and he repents and gets himself on the right track. Nate Diaz, yeah. Nate Diaz, he's hard to listen to sometimes, though. All right, guys. Dang, I've been on for crazy long. I didn't realize how long I was in here for. So, like I said, I'm gonna dip out here in a few minutes. Any other questions for me? We're kind of off topic now, but Muhammad Ali. I do like Muhammad Ali's footwork. He wasn't. I know I'm in the minority here, but I think Prime Mike Tyson beats Ali. I think Ali's style is perfectly suited for Tyson to slip in, get in tight, beat up his body. Because let's be real here, if Ali tried to pull a rope-a-dope with Mike Tyson, that would not be good for Ali. Mike Tyson, he would rip body shots, go right hook to the body, right uppercut, left, right, left. I think Tyson will win. I know I'm in a minority. There's a lot of old boxing old heads that will say otherwise, but I got Prime Tyson. Hi, bro. I'm subscribing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. YT. I can't pronounce that. VANSYYT. Thank you. Appreciate it. Do you tend to get depressed, fit heads? I don't really get that depressed anymore. I get annoyed. I get a little disappointed. I'm frustrated because, I'm not exactly where I want to be financially. Because, let's be real. All of us want to make more money. Everybody wants to make more money. So yeah, I just want to just make more money. I want my channel to be successful. I want to be able to do YouTube full time. That's kind of my goal. That's actually the main reason I went to Europe, was one, to see the Muay Thai coach. And then two, I was gonna make some dope travel videos and travel vlogs for you guys, but then my freaking ex-girlfriend messed that all up. So I still have a bunch of training footage from it. So I'm gonna make a few videos here probably this week coming up. But yeah, I want to be like more of a full-time YouTuber, so that way I don't always have to teach private lessons and kickboxing lessons. So let me see. Tyson has speed. Absolutely. I think Tyson has speed and the power advantage. But Ali was fast, though. So I think they're fast, but Tyson was explosive. Can you tell us the difference between a religious spirit and a religious spirit and the Holy Spirit? A religious spirit is probably going to convict you. The Holy Spirit's going to convict you too, but he's going to probably convict you, and and the scripture says that he's going to remind you of the things that Jesus said. So I think he'll gently correct you and prompt you to stop sinning or convict you of sin. A religious spirit is probably going to accuse you more, but don't quote me on that. Nam, you get my support. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Crazy fast punches and speed is power. Absolutely. I do agree with that. Maverick, how much do I make? How much you make, homie? I'm going to see your check stubs. Let me see. Why is there a white guy voicing over his voice? I get that a lot too. Everyone thinks I sound white. So you are religious. What do you think of atheists? I don't really have a problem with atheists. Some of my friends are atheists, and of course, I'm going to try to talk to them and try to convince them to that Jesus is real and Christianity is the way to go. So, of course, I'm going to if I get a chance. It is kind of weird sometimes because I do have a friend that's an atheist, and there is a few times where I want to kind of talk to him about it, but you think it's going to hurt the friendship and be awkward. So that's something that I got to get over too, because obviously the Bible says that we should preach the word to every creature. So that includes obviously our atheist friends. But there's no reason that anybody should be getting mad. We shouldn't be getting upset, because I think if people are getting mad and upset, it's not really working. So, because there's a Bible verse that says, come, let's reason together. So I think if you just be reasonable, you're just talking from the heart, just ask some questions, I think it's fine. So I think it is important to get some dialogue between atheists. The only time I don't like atheists when they come with the mocking and the scoffing, that I don't really like. Because I hate to say this, but the kickboxer and fighter in me wants to be like, man, never mind, I won't say it. But I don't like the mocking and the scoffing. But if we can just have a conversation like that I think that's perfectly fine. What does the Bible say about Muay Thai? Ironically, the Bible doesn't say anything about Muay Thai, because Muay Thai is 2,000 years old. So it was around when Jesus was around. It doesn't really say anything. Me personally, I don't do the Raikru ceremony before, before the fight, and you're doing this and the whole ceremony, because you are actually worshiping and giving praise to Buddha. And some Muay Thai fighters even put a tiny Buddha under their armband. And then, you have to go to a Buddhist monk or a temple and get the Mongkong, you have to get it blessed. So I personally don't wear the Mongkong anymore. I do have a Mongkong though. I don't wear the Mongkong anymore for my fights. I don't do the ceremony. So that's why I usually do more kickboxing or I do modified Muay Thai rules. But just know, if you're doing the Waiku ceremony, whether you want to believe it or not, you want to accept it or not, you actually are giving praise to Buddha. So just kind of putting that out there. Hey, he's black. Yes, I am. Let me see. An atheist cannot find God for the same reason a criminal cannot find a cup. Find a cop. My bad, I read that wrong. Let me see. What's your street cred? John, it's funny you say that because on my last live stream, we're talking about Tupac and our favorite music back in the day. And I loved Tupac. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to smoke. I wanted to drink. I wanted to fight. I wanted to get in shootouts. I wanted to be a thug. I wanted to be a hustler. I actually wanted to go to jail. Guys, I wanted to go to jail so that way I could have more street credibility. Can you believe that? Make that make sense. I wanted to go to jail so that way I could have more street credibility. Isn't that insane? Like that's just crazy to me. Why would you want to go to jail and have that on your rap sheet? But that's just crazy. So my street cred is my fights because I've had 22 fights and I'm gonna have my 23rd fight this Sunday coming up. This next Sunday. Amen. What up? How you doing? Amen. Is that how you say it? Amen. How you doing? Appreciate you joining me. Let me see. So let me see what else we got here. Capoeira fighting style. I want to be a vigilante like Paul Crisal. You want to be a vigilante? Let me see. Yeah, Jesse, you'll fight me, bro. All right, let's fight. Must be nice. I love fighting, but can never get out there. Hey, if you ever come to Denver, Colorado, XOXO, come see me. I teach at Black 21 Striking and Fitness, and I'm also at Center Boxing. So if you're ever in the Denver area, if anybody watching is in Denver area, come see me. Let's kickbox. I'll teach you. Let me see. Billy, I need the white voice generator to pass phone interviews to get the job. That's funny. So many people think I sound white on the phone too. That's funny to me. Let me see. Fitheads, what stops you from being insecure at the gym as a beginner? I want to try fighting, but I feel like I would feel insecure and out of my place. Yes, just go to the beginner's class because you got to remember, I was a beginner once. I felt awkward. Same thing. Just either two ways. Do a private lesson or go to the beginner's class. You'll be fine. Like you'd be surprised. Like Muay Thai gyms are actually pretty welcoming. Especially if you just go to the beginner's class. So don't go to the open, don't go to the all skill levels class, go to the beginner's class, and then sign up for like a 30-minute private lesson. I think that'll help get your nerves out of the way. So that'd be that would be my recommendation. Let me see. I just got into Voodoo and I can screenshot your face for it. That's all right. I'll just pray to God and we'll get that taken care of. Nem problema. Hungarian for no problem. Would you ever try capoeira style though? It's not popular, crazy. Actually I would. I actually think capoeira is really cool. I actually want to train it, but there was no capoeira schools here in Denver, like at all when I was learning. But I think the flips are cool. I think the kicks are cool. I think the Jenga's cool. So I would absolutely train it. I think it'd be fun. One of my favorite characters was Eddie Gordo. Back in Tekken 3. He's one of my favorite characters to use. Let me see. Already made 14. What? Okay. Dang, I've been on forever, guys. All right, so guys, a couple more questions and I'm gonna dip out. I can't believe it's already 5. I was only gonna be on here for about an hour or so. Yeah, XOXO. Yes, hit me up for sure, man. Come to Denver. Check me out on Instagram. Check out my Instagram too as well if you're not following that. Here, I'll pull it up. It's Michael Collins. I know it's probably backwards, but it's Michael Collins, uppercut_athletics. So give me a follow. So come to Denver and then we'll train. Uppercut_athletics. All right, guys, I got to dip out here pretty soon. Duncan, you're here from New Zealand. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. Eric, what up? How you doing? Are you a boxer or what? Yes, I am I'm actually a kickboxer. I have done boxing. I won my first boxing match this year, but I am a kickboxer. I also know Taekwondo. I know Jeet Kune Do. I know a little bit of Filipino martial arts, and I'm a Muay Thai instructor. I don't call myself an instructor, really. I call myself more of a coach. But yes, I know freestyle kickboxing. I've trained a little bit of Savate, but I'm kickboxing for almost 20 years. Actually, no, a little bit over 20 years, I think now. Yes, Travis, I do personal training. Absolutely. I do personal training. I do one-on-one sessions. Yep, that's what I do. Yep, Don, that's what I do. I do personal lessons or private lessons and personal training. Eddie Gordo was badass. It just looks crazy. Haha. The boomerang kick. Yes. Oh my gosh. We would spam the heck out of that kick because I can't remember the command, but you would flip around, and if you hit the button sequence correctly, he'll flip all the way around and go to a handstand and then do a spin there too. It's like the combos you could link together with Eddie was crazy back in the day. Oh my gosh, I used to hate fighting him. He was so cheap. And a true ogre. True ogre was cheap too. Let me see. Eric, you're at the last stream. Appreciate you joining me. Yeah, I'm gonna dip out here pretty soon. I'm starting to get hungry, so it's time to eat. I can't believe it's already 5 o'clock. I'm here in Denver. The sun's already setting. Oh, I do not like daylight savings time. It's crazy. We should do away with that. I don't even know why we're doing it. Horong was best, that Korean guy. Yeah, I like Horong too. You could be cheap. You could put together some good combos. But I actually like Paul because Paul had the counterattacks. And I remember I would make my friends so mad when I would counter his attacks with Paul. But you could put together that sweep elbow combo with Paul back in the day. Oh, I love that combo. Okay, Russell, it's my best friend's birthday today. He's a sub on your channel. Please extend a happy birthday to Gabe Horn. Gabe Horn, what up? Appreciate you. Subscribe to my channel. Appreciate you. Best was Bakujin guy. Yeah. And I always made us laugh because you didn't know who you were about till halfway through the round. But sometimes you would come out with a stick and the sword is like, oh, take a wild guess who Bakujin is. Let's see. Lee, Horong, Martial Law, and Paul are Mount Rushmore. Oh, for real. Those were my main. Horong was in there. Martial Law and Forest Law. Paul. But my guy was Brian Fury. Oh my gosh. I used to wreck shop with Brian Fury. Yeah, Steve Fox was good too. Yeah. Like, yeah, Piku Boxing, Steve Fox. Let me see. Tekken is the best fighter game, especially because of the sidestepping. Crazy. Yeah. The sidestep. Oh man, that was clutch. When you would sidestep and then time your throw. Oh, the sidesteps. But I think probably one of my all-time favorite games is Dead or Alive series. I haven't played the newer ones. 'Cause I have Dead or Alive 4, Dead or Alive. I actually have all Dead or Alives. I have Dead or Alive 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they did like a remake of Part 5. I haven't played DOA. I think they're on 6 now, right? I haven't played that yet. And then Virtual Fighter. I just saw they just made a Virtual Fighter because I love Virtual Fighter 5. Sarah Bryant, it was Jackie Bryant, Sarah Bryant, and Akira. They were some of my mains. And Brad Burns. I wish you put Brad Burns in Dead or Alive, but Brad Burns is my dude. See, when did you start Taekwondo? I was 7 years old when I did Taekwondo, Nam. I wish I would have stuck with it longer because I started and stopped because it got kind of boring. Let me see. Hey, what you talking about just came in. Oh, today's topic, we're just talking about dating, what dating is like and what it's going to be like in 2026. So I told a few of my dating stories. Dating apps aren't that fun. I mean, on paper, they sound pretty good, but dating apps, oh my gosh, I have dating app fatigue for sure. It is real. So if you're in a relationship, I recommend just stay in a relationship. Like, don't come out here and try to date, especially in 2025, 2026. It's going to be crazy, bro. Let's see. Akuma and Tekken 7. I don't think I played Tekken 7. I think actually, I have to go look. I'm not sure what Tekken I got up to. But I haven't played Tekken in a minute. But back in Bruce Derby. I think that was his name, Bruce Derby, the black Muay Thai fighter. Yeah, Brian Fury. Those are my guys. And I used Jin a lot too. I was really good with Jin. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Like, keep it simple in the chat, y'all. Jen and Kasuma are the best. Yeah. Like, I could put together some good combos with Jen. Because there was Jen and there was June Kasuma, right? Like I used to use June, and I think it was Michelle. I think that was her name. Was it Michelle Chung? Was that her name? Oh yeah, I like King too. I use King a lot. But my gosh, the memorization of those patterns, how you have to string along all those button combos to get his throws linked up. Oh man, he has some sick combos, but my gosh, you have to study that over and over and over again. Yeah, Lava's my dude. Hello, Hegro Scout. What up? Yeah, Double Jen. Yep, Eddie Gordo, Double Jen. Double Jen, yep. King with the wrestling move, suplex. Yeah, that suplex combo. And remember, when you hit the suplex, if you put in the sequence correctly, it was like this whole like long thing. You could string together some sick throws with that King back in the day. In Lee Wulong, yep, I remember that. Nick, I look like a boxer. Thank you. I actually had my first boxing match this year. I won it, so I was pretty happy about that. So thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, like Hearns, thank you. Yeah, you were Steve all day. Yep, absolutely. He had the peekaboo style, sweep. Yeah, he was swerving. Yasumitsu was a troll. Oh yeah, Yasumitsu. And honestly, I like the Tekken music better from back in the day, like Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken 4. And then they kind of went and tried to make like a more pop-ish and make pop hits. I didn't like that as much, but it's on YouTube. Go back and listen to the music from Tekken 2, Tekken 3. Oh my gosh, that music was fire back in the day. Yep, of course, Nam. Yep, you're welcome. Tekken 4 was the best music. Yeah, Tekken 4 had some good music. And Brian Fury's ending, he had a good theme too to his music. I'm from Denver, Colorado, Mike. Where are you from? What about Metal Gear Solid? I never got into Metal Gear Solid. Like, I've heard that name so many times. I never got a chance to really get into it. But I was more about like, because I like the fighting games more. What's another? Oh yeah, and oh my gosh, Street Fighter EX2 Plus. That was my game. I loved that game. I played that game into the ground. And the music on Street Fighter EX2 Plus. Oh, they had some banger themes on that game. Let me see. A1. Women be knowing 100 ways to catch a man cheating, but don't know 3 ways how to keep a man happy. Yeah, and here's the thing about that. Men are such simple creatures. It's like, look, we just want to be a woman's hero. It's like, just feed us, caress us, be nice to us. We are so simple. Like, we are so simple to please. Just love on us, make us feel like a winner, and feed us. That simple. And treat us with respect. It's that simple. Let me see. That's because most women are driven by insecurities and negativity instead of walking in faith and positivity. Unfortunately, yeah, you're probably right, Clark. I agree. Let me see. Francis, and you're from Europe. Stop the cap. Every guy is not like you, Dragon Fist. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. But like, ladies, if you're in here, ladies, I am probably the easiest guy to date. All you gotta do is just make me feel like a winner. Just bake me muffins and be nice. That's simple. Just be nice and bake me muffins, and don't fall in love with an Italian man, and don't bait me into flying to Europe 5,000 miles and then pull up with your boyfriend. Just don't fall in love with an Italian man and don't pull up with your boyfriend, and we're good. Crazy. Men are too easy. Oh my gosh, we are so simple. And that's why you see all these TikToks of women giving dating advice. It makes me cringe sometimes. I'm like, it's not that deep. We are so simple. Just treat us with respect, make us feel like a winner, and just love on us, and just cuddle with us, and make us muffins. It's that simple. Let me see, CB. What if you have a muffin baked already? Ask her to bake you chocolate chip cookies. Let me see. Sherry, like, hello, I heard you say you're from Denver. I'm from Loveland. How are you this evening? I'm doing well, Sherry. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm here in Denver, Colorado. I'll say I'm Denver, Colorado. I won't say exactly my location, but I'm here in Denver, Colorado. Clark Kent, thanks for subbing. Appreciate you. your brain trying to escape. Well, look, I'm trying to read the chat because I sold my MacBook, which I kind of regret. Like, I need to get a new MacBook. So I have to lean forward to try to see the comments. But I tried to live stream on my tablet because I got an Android tablet right here. But I did it on my tablet, which made it better. But the chat would disappear as it would go up. So here on iOS, the chat will stay, and I can actually respond. But no, I'm gonna get a computer here. But I'm gonna start going all in on not podcasting, but live streaming because I'll get a mic. I have 2 professional cameras. I'll get myself a MacBook or I'll buy a PC, and I'm gonna level up because I already have a light because I have a lantern that I'm lighting myself with. Got my studio back there where I do my photo shoots and make YouTube videos. So pretty soon here, I'm gonna get a mic. I'm gonna make this legit. So right now, I'm just gonna go on the phone for right now. Okay, Ashton, yo, bro, just wanted to tell you that Jesus loves you and that he died for you on that cross. For real, appreciate you, Ashton. Likewise to you. Peace and blessings to you. Jesus is King. Thanks for joining my stream. Appreciate you. Let me see. Let me see. What else we got here? Let me see. Nice good. Nice good luck, man. I'm wishing you the best. Thank you. Appreciate it, Captain. Thank you, Captain USA. Appreciate you. Let me see. Marlon Wayans. That's a new one. I've never heard anybody tell me I look like Marlon Wayans. That's a new one. Let's see. Bro, how's life with the receding hairline? You know, it's not that bad. You know, I was thinking about even getting that pigment tattoo stuff, but I'm like, you know what? I think I'm good. I'll just shave it. So, hey, I can live with it. Do you think you'll grow your hairline out with Dr. Phil looking? No, I probably won't do that. Once I get the horseshoe, I don't think I'm going to do that. Let me see. I go to Turkey. Yeah, actually, my friend wants me to go to Turkey with him because he's going to get a hair transplant, and he wants me to go to Turkey with him, and he wants me to go to Greece too as well while we're there. But I'll think about it. We'll see. But I ain't got that kind of money just quite yet. Not yet. Let me see. What you have to say about podcast, guys? Let me see. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off here pretty soon here. Thank you so much for joining me. Man, I live streamed way longer than I was originally planning on. I was only gonna be on here for about an hour, but let me see. Damn, that working class got it bad. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me. Hey, if you're single, good luck out there. I'll probably make another follow-up video to dating because I like talking about dating and stuff like that. So appreciate you guys joining me. Let me see. You look like Andre 3000. I've never heard that one before. Sherry, thank you. Take care. Follow me on Instagram. Here, I'll pull up one more time before I dip out. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, type in uppercut_athletics. My name is Michael Collins. Follow me on Instagram. If you want to slide on my DMs, my name is uppercut_athletics. So if you guys want to give me a shout out on there, Amy, take care. Have a good night. Yeah, so follow me on there. Thanks for joining me, guys. Appreciate you. I got to get some food. I've been eating for a while, so thanks for joining me. Appreciate you guys. Peace and loving. Peace and blessings. Thank you. All right, good night. Yep, Jesus loves you too.